We've got over 420 something videos on the main side of In the Image Clothing Company alone as of today's date, the 9th of February 2026. They're all intentional and purposeful for this very reason. We're just giving information so this lasts forever. Okay, it's not my choices. Just discussing God's design of the human being. Being designed in the image of God, he had to first look like us to design us in his image. And so God, being the unchangeable being that he is, the same yesterday, today, and forever, the body will never change. This information will never change as long as it's true. And I don't get to decide that, okay? But every body has one, and so we can really understand how it works. And the point is, if we never wore clothing to alter our bodies would just work. The body's designed to work by God. Okay, Designed to Work is an episode title of In the Image Clothing Company podcast. Think about Dante, you know? Just sleeping on these rocks. You know, dogs and just animals in general, they don't work out. They don't exercise their bodies to try to stay fit. They don't stretch their bodies, certainly not. Muscles only contract or pull or fire. The muscle fibers themselves, they get closer together. Stretch goes the opposite direction. Stretch in clothing only exists as of tens of years back from today's date, okay? The 9th of February, 2026. Stretch is so damaging. Airplanes fly overhead where they do. Unnatural. It's not always bad. Okay. A lot of little birds tweeting right there. We live in this unnatural, as you can hear, if you can, the airplane noise, right? Unnatural, though, modern man-made world placed onto God's natural earth. What's ironic about it is the only materials we can ever have are the natural materials that are on the earth already to make unnatural things with. Okay, there's only truth to life. There's no opinion to truth ever that could matter. You can have all the opinions you want. They don't matter. Neither do mine, by the way. Neither do Dante's. That sounds so mean, but it's just the truth, because there's truth. How else could you even have these words be said and mean anything, you know, in the English language in this case? Anyway, what I'm saying is what I'm saying. And we have to turn right and turn left. Hey, watch this. Turn right and turn left. What I mean is, the rotations are what's causing this to happen. What's allowing this to happen, clothing is placed on our bodies. If we never placed clothing on our bodies that didn't work the way our bodies do, our bodies would just work, you know, except our own very specific individualistic situations. We've got seams of clothing that need to mesh with the seams of the body parts. We've got joints of clothing that need to mesh with the joints of the body parts, okay? Clothing has to stay centered, fit correct, where we discuss under In the Image Clothing Company, and it's not our opinion, but there's just a universal human design, okay, that we didn't decide, and be made from 100% natural materials in all the ways we can. There's just only natural things, like I was just explaining. All these unnatural materials that are in our clothing and our food and the things we interact with in life, they're damaging our bodies, okay, big time, because we're only what we eat, okay? That's how you grow. And your body can only extract nutrients from natural things. Anything unnatural you eat, okay, it just damages your body. Your body has to do work to process that thing through it, but it can't extract any nutrients or benefit from it, and so it's only damaging, actually. And there's no opinion to have. It's not my choice. Anything that's my choice doesn't really matter, okay? At least not to anyone else, you know? But we just discuss things that aren't our choice under In the Image Clothing Company. That's how we do anything that matters, okay? We have to turn right.